Hey Scorpio, we're going to do your reading real quick. So this is just pre-shuffle. I'm going to put these back and we'll lay out a spread. But right off the bat we have 10 of Pentacles. So that's fine. It's finance, it's abundance, it's success. It could be non-material. We typically think of Pentacles as material, but it feels like money, success. Then you guys pulled the 5 of Wands. So I don't know if that's competition or conflict. I kind of feel conflict. And I'll show you why, because I was warming this deck up too. And this 9 of Swords came out. So this is looking like you're feeling pretty stuck or tied to something. Something's like got a hold of you, maybe something you can't stop thinking about. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a beautiful, beautiful gift, opportunity, something stable and green, abundant. And then at the bottom of the deck was the 10 of Cups. So we're going to try and figure out what all this means. But pre-shuffle, it seems though that some of you may be really just having a hard time not obsessing over something, some sort of conflict or competition, or maybe even gossip, something unfair, and it seems to be affecting your, achieving your full potential. So we'll dive in a little bit. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, as you know, will not resonate. I felt 2 of Swords, so some of you may be blocked. We'll see if it comes out. But, I do set the intention that there is a message for everyone who comes across this video. That doesn't mean it's your story. If somebody says this message, if you found this video, then this is definitely a message. It's just not possible. Okay, there's too many people that this cannot be for everyone. All right, so I picked up on this in the beginning, but anyway, I love you guys. I hope you're well. Please hit like, share, subscribe, leave comments. Let's talk in the comments. Let's support each other in the comments. We can vent there. We can put manifestations there. Anyway, so we've got the 5 of Swords, but see that sword, like it's broken. So there is an element of, I hate saying self-sabotage because there's a glitch with it. It's kind of like, self-sabotage, the word self-sabotage is too harsh because it's kind of like that something is hurting you, but you're so determined to not let it that it's losing its power, something like that. Look at that cycle. Wow, the World card. Something ending. Maybe it has been self-sabotaging you, something, and you are it's coming full cycle. Maybe you're just done, just tired of it, Page of Wands. So interesting. So Page of Wands, that's maybe somebody young, a little immature. It could be a little bit playful energy. Okay, 2 of Cups. Sorry about the lawnmower. That was 9 of Wands. So let's see what else is going on with you and your energy. There's a lot of ruminating. The 4 of Cups it could be missing out on an opportunity. Geez, that's loud. I've got my windows open because my carpet is wet. Sorry for that, you guys. Yeah, so your energy looks like there is a strong environment or vibe of a 2 of Cups, 2 people who love each other, who give equally, who see eye to eye, right? And then we have this Knight of Cups coming in. Let me turn on this extra ring light. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Is that better? water. Yeah, so I don't know. These two, this could be apology. Ooh, there could be some stubbornness here about maybe blocking an apology. I don't know. What is that? That could be the self-sabotage, maybe. Okay, so the person or the energy on your mind is the Hermit. I think, yeah. Hermit, so seeking, trying to tune out all the noises. There may be a need to cut out on your part. This is your the other outside energies part, but there may be a need to cut out, you know, external voices telling you what to do, telling someone what to do, not listening. More of it going within. Wow, 2 cards of enlightenment. See that? The Moon card. This Moon card, the Moon is about things that are hidden, things that are in the dark, but this one has the third eye and it's open. It's like seeing through the fog. Enlightenment through what's hidden. Something might be coming to light. We'll dive in deeper. One more on that. Yeah, this looks like hidden truths will be revealed. Okay, so somebody, I believe this was upside down, so somebody, it looks like somebody has been self-serving with that 9 of Pentacles in reverse. That's self-love. Maybe it was being taken to, I'm so sorry, being taken to like an unhealthy level. Self-love, too much self-absorption. Somebody's maybe realizing that. Let me go close the window. Sorry, hold on. Hopefully that helped a little. Okay. Somebody is, there's some light being shined on some hidden behavior. I think that was self. We're gonna clarify that, but I think somebody's actions, the only really way to explain this is it looks like manipulation, because somebody maybe made it look like it was for someone else, but it was really deep down it was for themselves. So there's a form of manipulation in the form of giving. It's giving, you know, giving to get, giving to guilt. That is a very manipulative, and you know, it just seems to be something we learn or you know, have been taught or developed as a way to get our needs met, but that it still is what it is, you know. Somebody is seeing somebody's actions were self-driven. Okay, not as generous as they appeared to be. 8 of Cups. So in the recent past, this is really looking like somebody ended a situation or blocked somebody or cut somebody out, or, you know, and shut something down, walked away with the intention of not really walking away. That's what this looks like. And it was in order to, you know, there was an agenda. It was in order to hurt someone or make them want you back, want someone else back, okay? Something like that. It was like a fake. It was in order to create something else. Walk away. What's a drama here? Yeah, it was a manipulation to control. We've got the Emperor and the Magician together and this is recent past, combined with walking away from something, leaving, turning your back on love. So I don't know who this is. A lot of times the readings are, you know, helping you, and my goal is not just to, you know, not to focus on what someone else did wrong. It's to help us, and I learn through you guys all the time. It's to help us see where we need to grow, see where we've done things that we can learn from and not do anymore. You know, sometimes these readings are about not really what you think they're, not what you want to hear, what you think. Sometimes it's about us, and sometimes it's something we need to see and grow within ourselves. This channel is never going to be, you know, about false hope and rainbows and butterflies and poor you. It's always going to be about loving you enough to, you know, point out areas that this could be the other person. Okay, that's typically how the format is, but you got to flip it if it's needed. Somebody left or ended a situation or hurt somebody else in order to punish them or manipulating them by leaving when their really intention was never to really leave. It was to get a reaction. Okay, so we got to really, I do it. We all have to constantly, you know, do a self-check and make sure we're not taking actions in order to get someone else to take an action or a reaction, right? I'm having a hard time saying it. I think you guys know what I mean. I'm really curious about this world card, though. Okay, so we've got the death card. I'm going to say that probably goes with that world card. So there's an ending to self-sabotage or continuing a cycle. There's a cycle that hurts you that needs to end. And I'm telling you guys, and you guys can look at that outcome, 10 of Pentacles. So, I mean, really, really strong outcome. That's the second time we got it. And when you guys learn to, you know, really take steps towards and let go of a cycle that's hurting you, it's going to free up so much. You're going to feel healthier. You're going to stop needing those days where you can't function or you're not clear-minded. It's going to majorly increase your pentacles. It's going to be life-changing. And sometimes it's not about someone, you know, that hurt us or did this wrong as much as it is our expectations that they really maybe didn't sign up for. I think now is the time for you know, embracing reality and change for a better future. 10 of Pentacles. Yes, it's time for this long ass, painful, heavy weight burden to be lifted. You've got 10 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. It's the end of it. This is probably you. Once you let go of this repetitive cycle energy, this is probably you coming back. You're playful, light-hearted, fun. And you then open your space to be able to get the love. Look at that. It's blocking. I want another one. See can you see that? The 3 with the knife. The 3 of Swords. It's blocking your happiness, love, foundation. If somebody ghosted or blocked you, or if you are not getting a response to someone that you're texting, that is a response. They're basically saying, I'm done with it, or I don't want to respond. That is a response. We don't have to keep trying for a response. We can just accept it. You know, and multiple requests for response. I think we've all done it, but it can make the other. We've all been on both sides of it. It can make the other person uncomfortable. Tell me more about the outcome for Scorpio. So it does look like somebody was ghosted. And even that whole, are you okay, when somebody's not returning your call, you guys, they know what you're doing. They know that you're just trying to get lure them into a response. Look at that. Freaking money like crazy. Wheel of Fortune, Destiny. Beautiful. I'm going to do charms too, so y'all stick around if you want some charms. I want a little bit more on the outcome, please. Okay, so it may be hard. Somebody might be saying it's hard. It's hard until it's not hard. Stop talking about it if you need to, just to get yourself going. After you get through the first hard part, it gets easier. This is like Scorpio. I mean, my gosh, you got made. Look at this. Another Ace of Pentacles. Every money success card in the deck you've gotten at least once. Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Pentacles more than once. Ace of Pentacles. And then there's the Eight of Cups again, and the Devil. It's an unhealthy addiction, you guys, or obsession. And I'll tell you what, it's so freaking hard, and a lot of times it's tied to like a past trauma, but you're actually, where we attach that past trauma onto a person, but it really isn't even about them. They're really not all that. So like maybe take a minute to ask yourself, what do you want? What do you want? Put it in the comments. I'd love to read it. What do you want? What would make you happy? Is it someone that you want? How do you want to feel? You want to feel loved? Write that down. Make it clear, clear. I want to feel loved. I want to feel valued. I want to feel affectionate, secure. So take a second and write that down on paper. Remind yourself out loud, I want to feel these things. Or put it in the comments. I'm going to go through and read them, but and then I want you to ask yourself, are you getting that with whatever, dynamic pattern this is? It's like a leave and come back. It's like leaving and ending. It doesn't even mean anything maybe anymore, because it's just a cycle, and could all be on them, but it's still your decision. What do you want? So if you know what you want love and affection and support or security, and you keep going back to something that doesn't give you that, or you keep wanting something that doesn't give you that, or manifesting something that doesn't give you that, then at that point, can't you look at it and go, whoa, wait, this isn't really what I want. I thought this was what I want. Maybe because it triggered something from the past that I thought maybe if I could accomplish it this time, it would heal some of my pain from being rejected in the past. But I just don't think it's about this person. Painful reading, but you know what? So many of us are going through this right now. So many of us. So hold your ground. Oh, interesting. Oh, 10 of Cups. You got 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles twice. I had to look at that closer. Hold your ground. Tell me about the Tower. So, I mean, it does look like somebody's going to come back and you're going to have to cut that off. It's a decision. See that? Two of Wands. Yes. Okay. So we're going to get we're going to do some charts, and we're going to get another card about what's coming in. I think it's sometimes easier to focus on what's coming in, right? I don't know how much more we want. We've got 10 of Cups and twice, and I think we got 10 of Cups twice. We got 10 of Pentacles twice. We got Ace of Pentacles. We got Wheel of Fortune. You definitely have major money coming, but something's got to. When you can let this go, and stop manipulating, or maybe even gaslighting yourself or being gaslighted, your space is going to clear, your mind's going to clear, you're going to have more energy. There will be hours and hours of time that you've been pouring into hers that is going to be able to redirect into something else, but you're going to have to make a hardcore decision to do it. And I also keep getting this Page of Cups, so I don't know what that is. I do want to say that somebody probably is going to come back. I think that's the pattern, but I just don't think that's what these cards are wanting us to focus on, because they're not, they keep going back to something else. Okay, let's do a soul's journey, and then I feel good when I can help others. Wow. Okay, these didn't fly. These were just when my finger was in the middle of the deck. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Oh my gosh. Okay, so crazy, right? I accept responsibility for my own well-being. So strong message to let something go. And sometimes it's easiest. Sometimes it's just one little tweak can turn everything around. But we've got service here. I'm going to read one of these. Which one do I want to read? Blame. Sometimes it's just taking, helping other people can help turn things around. Let's see, 92. I'm sorry, this was a hard reading. It's really a very powerful reading, though. So one of the most evolved gifts that a soul possesses is giving of itself. There is a reason why it feels so good to give. Oh, maybe you've been giving to someone that you're not supposed to keep giving to. Maybe they're not appreciating it, or they're not responding correctly, because the reason you're giving is to fill a hole within yourself, and unknowingly, because you give, you are disappointed when you don't get back. But that's your doing. You got to know that that's not something that they came to an agreement with you on. Okay? Wow, this is so deep. I'm going to read that again. There is a reason why it feels so good to give. It is because your soul resonates with that vibration. However, I feel like you might be getting disappointed when it's not returned. It's like a seeking of validation and approval that from somewhere where from a source that doesn't have it to return it. Okay. Your soul should be aware that it might currently be in a situation in which it needs to be fulfilled on higher level. I'm gonna get freaking chills. I was just trying to say this. Okay, I think. Your soul should be aware that it might currently be in a situation which it needs to be fulfilled on higher levels, and this can only happen through the attribute of humbly serving and supporting others. So, okay, but we've got to put that in the right place, right? Put yourself in a position which you can benefit another soul in any way possible and demonstrate unconditional love towards others. This might mean bringing yourself into your heart space and letting everything you involve yourself in come from an attitude of giving freely. You have to learn to direct your green heart light energy through all your thoughts, actions, and deeds. Look around and see where and how you can serve another. Perhaps one way would be for asking a friend if you could clean up their office or run errands. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I feel like some of you might be giving in the wrong area. Maybe there's someone else that could really benefit and really appreciate you giving. Maybe volunteer to watch your neighbor's kids so the parents can have a night out. Make a meal for someone who might be sick. Volunteer in a hospital or hospice. Perform an activity that enriches someone else's life. So I don't know, maybe there's something to do with your work. I don't know. You guys fill me in on that, because that's a little bit confusing. I do feel like you guys need to be very selective of where you give and make sure it's empty-handed, not giving to receive. Okay, because you do want to receive, but you need to receive. You need to receive, but you don't want to put that responsibility on someone by giving to them when they can't receive. It's like you wouldn't give to, a homeless person, you wouldn't buy him a meal or buy him groceries and then say, oh, and by the way, my fence needs to be fixed, right? You wouldn't do that. I mean, you might say, hey, I'll hire you, but you wouldn't expect after giving them because you know they don't have it. Now, that's somehow applying here. Okay, what we're going to do charms. So I'm going to lay out some letters and numbers, so you guys let me know, or see if you can make any words with it. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 6. So look, we're skipping the 5, which 5 is conflict. That's interesting. I'm trying to get some of the bottom little ones from the bottom. Optimus, Sagittarius. Here's a red triangle and a seahorse. I feel about you. I feel about you makes my heart long to be free. Okay, that's not even proper English. Not sure what's going on there. Follow your heart. There's a whale and a microphone. Some of you guys might need to sing, turn on the music really loud and clean and dance and sing. This looks like to me donation or, charity. Maybe at a church. Here's a white heart, pure heart. So that's maybe your energy could be more directed towards children. I love you. I'm still not satisfied. I feel like there should be another card that gives us a little more for the future. There's a snowflake and a stork. Eiffel Tower. Oh, there's a stork with a baby. Oh, and that looks like maybe something for a baby too. Put your suit on. Get dressed up. Look professional. Walk the talk, talk the walk. You know what I mean. Okay, let's look at letters. Let's see some of this up. Whoops. So we have a Z, a G. Oh, this is repeats. Darn it. B and P. So it could be initials. E. M. There's a 6, a C, a Y. Does that spell anything for anyone? Candy. Also just felt the word why. Oh, that's why. That's why I felt why. Why? There's also maybe guy. Oops. An F and an I and a T. Fit. Dit. Alright, you guys. This just caught my attention to glasses. Reading, maybe. Alright, I'm going to pull one more card on love. I'm going to push the envelope. Sometimes it backfires. Let's see. Oh goodness, my camera's about to cut off. I gotta hurry. So you guys let me know in the comments, and I love you guys. Okay, life is a mystery, bobcat spirit and chameleon spirit. Act as if you already have it. Act as if you know your worth. Somebody somewhere, I promise you, is going to give you the value, treat you the way you know it's right, the way it feels right, the way it's not quite, you're not questioning it, okay? But you got to let go of something that you know is hurting you. It's draining you. It's not, it's not looking for a sign. Maybe there is something here. If it's not, if you're questioning it, then that's your